What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us today. We have a really cool idea to bring you today. It's going to be different from all our other videos. Basically, last night I couldn't sleep and I was just thinking to myself, how long can I continue to maintain this channel for? We've been doing it for almost a year now and it's been a lot of work. But I started thinking, what the next steps were. What happens if I didn't want to do this for another year or two, which, by the way, I do want to, and I'm going to keep doing. But in a couple of moments throughout the night, I thought, what happened if I decided to sell all my Lego and shut down this operation? So then I started thinking, how much could I get? How much is my Lego room actually worth? Now, I'm about to take you on a full tour of our Lego room and dial in the price points. A lot of these are based off of Lego.com, eBay, Marketplace, reselling at secondary markets, being that I have a lot of I have a lot of opened sets and no longer have those boxes because, well, I burnt them. So obviously we're not going to get full amount dollar worth. And again, this isn't exact. This is just a rough price point to see how much value I have in my Lego room. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right in. So to start off, we have Bowser. He retails for about $269.99, so in the $270 range. So there's our starting point. And Boba Fett's Starship. Now the TIE Fighter, that goes for around $45, and Boba Fett's Starship goes for about $50. Then over here we have the Endor Speeder Chase, which retails at around $80, and then Everyone is Awesome came in at about $30. Then here we have the 6 Harry Potter books, which were about $30 a piece. So in all, that's about $180. Skywalker's X-Wing, which retails at about $49.99, so about $50 there. Looking at our Lego City, this is where the majority of our expenses come in, and starting in the back, we have the retired Lego corner garage, which I can get probably in the $250 market for that. Then over here we have the bookstore that retails for about $199.99. Next to that, we have the Jazz Club, which comes in at $229.99, so about $230. Then the Police Station, which retails at about $200 as well. Moving over to Assembly Square, this is the most expensive modular I have, which retails at about $300. And then next to that, the Boutique Hotel, which comes in at about $230. And then coming over here, we have the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is at retail at about $250. And then you factor in, I have about 6 boxes of Rogues, which is about $120 at $20 a piece. Over here, we have the Haunted Mansion. That is not necessarily a modular building, but I did turn it into one, but that retails at about $300 as well. And this is all without counting the purchase of base plates, regular out-of-pocket pick-a-brick parts, as well as just miscellaneous items that I've purchased as well. Also within the city, we have the Slushy Van, which comes in at $20. We have the Dodge Charger and the Aston Martin, which both retail at about $20. The garbage truck, which came with the trash cans, that retails at about $30. The Land Rover Defender comes in at about $15. And then the storage and transfer, that was a gift of purchase, so that comes in at $3. In our backlog, we have the Home Alone house, which retails for about $300. And then over here we have the retired fishing set, the fishing store, which is also a retired set, but that retails now opened. I could probably get in the range of $300. Then I have the Santa Claus, which retails at about $40. And then we have the two Christmas editions. We have Santa's Village and the Elf Clubhouse. Each one of those come in at about $99.99, so about $100 a piece. And this is all going to be without counting unopened boxes as well. So Hocus Pocus, the Imperial Shuttle, the Disney Castle, Boba Fett's Throne Room, all of that stuff, these are not going to include in those prices. And lastly, on our display wall, we have Lion Knight's Castle, which retails at about $400. I think that's the most expensive set I have. Over here we have the Tree House, which comes in at about $250. Then we have Seinfeld. The Seinfeld set comes in at about $80. The Office set comes in at about $120. And then we have both Friends sets. We have Central Perk and we have the Apartments. The Apartments retails at about $180 and Central Perk probably about $80. Next to that, we have the A-Frame Cabin, which retails at about $180, as well as the Medieval Blacksmith, which is also $180. So this does not also include the sets that I've broken down, such as the Space Shuttle launch, the Pirate Ship 3-in-1, a number of other Star Wars sets. I have a Millennium Falcon that I've broken down and pieced out, as well as some Ninja Turtles and some smaller sets. So in total, sets that I have on display and built, our total is around a whopping $5,500, which when I went in through and did this, I thought it was a good idea to kind of get an idea, but it's kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, we spent a lot of money. Now, keep in mind, probably half of these I did not purchase. A lot of these were gifts, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, all kinds of different things that I have accrued over probably about a 5-year span. So a lot of these I did not buy, and even the ones I did buy, a lot of them were used with gift cards that I received for Christmas or birthdays or anything like that. So in total, my investment is not nearly the $5,500, but also on the back end, this is not including base plates, pieced out parts, non-opened boxes, and sets that I built and ended up breaking down. So overall, the grand total is probably north of $6,000, which is kind of cool to think about because that's a lot of Lego. And as a kid growing up, I could never afford that much Lego. I would get a set every Christmas and that was pretty much it. And this breakdown also does not include all of those, which a lot of those are retired and I could probably get a lot more money for. So very cool to think about, very cool to go through and kind of see how large my Lego set is, how large my Lego collection is in general. So overall, that was a pretty fun experience to go through and do and kind of price out and piece out. Maybe that's what I'll do next, is piece out the total amount of pieces that my Lego room includes, because I don't know, but I'm sure it's a very high number, probably in the 6 figures. So I hope you enjoyed this. This was not a brag video or a boasting video. This was just kind of an idea I had because the other night I couldn't sleep and I woke up and I really thought, how can I continue to do this when I've invested so much of my time into this channel? How much more can I go? And this was just a way to kind of put it all into perspective and really kind of give some motivation of, you've already invested a lot of your free time into this, why not keep going? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little insight on what we do have in our Lego room, and also just a little bit about our process of growing and how we do things here. So thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and drop a subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think, maybe what sets we should buy next, because coming up next week we have huge plans. We're going to destroy everything. You know, maybe we're going to rebuild it into something even cooler, but you have to come back to check that out. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay creative.